Oopsie. Oh yeah, perfect. It's stuck on there. That's exactly what I intended. Now, Pooh, aka DJ Brixx, in the house. Much thanks for the support, for the music as always. That family is just pure talent. Next, I intend to share his boy's song. I think I've introduced that time and time again. Hey, Cindy. So I got definitely some insight. And I need consensus. I need feedback. Hey, Queen. Kind of like hearing this out. And I do the thing where I pretend to be a DJ, like when I was in my 20s, about 40 years ago. Yeah. This right here. Oh, mad skills. Okay, and now let me carefully. Shabbat shalom. Hello, jello, everybody. Okay. This live, always unpredictable. I pretty much make up my mind. I'm not going on. No reason. Nothing to address. Nothing to say. Well, there's a lot to address, but I'm gonna take a little swerve and talk about something I believe to be absolutely hilarious, and I need to know from you people. What do you mean, you people? Yes, you people. I said it, 2023. Come at me, bro. Has anybody ever heard of the following? Okay, and let me also add one more preface here. After I share this real life funny anecdote that apparently is a whole thing, like there's a bunch of people that have done this thing I'm going to share with all of you, I am going to cover something very controversial and point out that I can't find it, and there's obvious reasons for that, but I remembered it, I memorized it, and I did it for just this purpose here. So I'm going to read a post that I had written after this interaction with a customer of mine. Okay. Now, we all remember. Okay, and yeah, this is going to be very light on the jabby jab, poke talk. All right, the COVID. We can say COVID again. I'm hearing there's upticks and apparently it's spreading again. There's a news, blah blah blah. I don't have it in me to even start with my 2023 talking about that ish. But today, okay, and he might be watching. If you're watching, thank you for this amazing story. Your anonymity is safe, but I just have to know. I need to know if there's somebody else on this planet, in this country, that has done what you shared with me today. And I'm really starting to question some of the things you decided to share with me, my friend. Do not get me wrong. So I'm going to read the post, guys, so I can add a little build up here. Let me say my hellos. My Shabbat Shalom Jalos. What's up, Maxwell? TV show. I don't get that joke just yet. What's up, yo, Red Reaper? Cindy gets 2 hellos because she's special. Queen and Mr. President. Birthday chat supervisor. It has been too long. I haven't kept up with you. I also still owe Mr. Sean, if you're watching, brother. I set you up with Mishka, and then something happened on that end, but okay, I digress. So I'm going to read this, which is a build-up, because I really want to nail home what the hell was said to me, and I just need to know if you guys have ever heard of this before. So allow me to present this very topic. This was shared with me by a real person today. A customer just shared with me a pretty wild experience, and something I never knew about. He never ever wanted, and I'm sure a lot of us can empathize. What's up, Shamrock? Yeah, hearts and likes, please. Here, I'll give it a abridged version. The gentleman, he's a good guy. All right, we've had some interesting conversations, some of which I brought to the show to talk about. He really didn't want that poke. Okay, during the whole COVID, he just never wanted it. Now, when things were just so upside down, remember, people that didn't want it got pretty much demonized, ostracized, whatever, were made to look like the problem. He was one of those. He was somebody that refused to, as was and still is and always has been anybody's right to say what they want and don't want done to their body and put into their bloodstream. Call me crazy. So he shares with me that he had gotten into a car accident, and at this time, when he was in the car accident, at this time in our country, the hospitals were making it mandatory. Now, I remember Florida was a very weird state when the whole COVID thing was occurring, right? We had DeSantis really going to bat for the Constitution, and wasn't really about doing the mandatory anything. He didn't. We don't like the word mandatory. Okay, we become a bunch of, well, for one, Americans, and our old rebellious teenager-esque. I don't know. I shouldn't have even conflated it with being a teenager. We should have a say. So apparently, though, as the story he shared, car accident, and it's serious enough that he's taken to the hospital. He was not allowed to be taken in and or treated unless he had the vaccine. So he shared with me that they said, no vaccine, no treaty. That they weren't gonna. The dude just had a car accident. Like, I don't want to, if he's watching, please feel free to comment if you're watching, for one. But I need to fully understand, because I know things were pretty crazy, man. If any of you know any incidents like this where somebody had to go to the hospital for something pretty severe. Oh, I didn't make any hashtags. Suddenly I remember that. You just let me know. So he said, okay, just give me the vaccine because I need to be treated. I have been in a car accident. And, man, I'm starting to remember all the things I didn't do. Sorry. So finally, moving forward, here's the part that gets pretty wild, okay? He shared with me that there was, you could do research about this, apparently. There's a way to get the vaccine out of your system. Stop me if you've heard this one, guys, okay? Did you know you can get the juice, okay, the vax, you can get it out of your bloodstream entirely. Here's how he told me he went about it. He did the research. Always trust your Google and your interneting. Okay, I'm not reading the post anymore. God, I'm a little embarrassed even to say it. Homeboy straight up said, yeah, dude, you gotta, he does this motion. Oh, is that allowed, YouTube? He did, maybe he was, I don't know, stroking a cigar. Yeah, no. He explained to me that he masturbated 6 times a day, every day, for like, how long? 4 weeks? I don't remember. By God, I wish I could ask him to jump up on a panel or just explain the rest of this to me. And he was getting the vaccine juice out by climaxing 6 times a day, whacking off in the shed, Bobby. So I am not shitting you. So the post as follows. And has anybody heard of such a thing? He's like, yeah, I did the research. People told me that's how you get it out of your system. And I aside from laughing and then realizing he was being dead serious, I was like, how would that even work, man? How? It's in your bloodstream. It's all up. Why is it only going to come out of your schmeckle? Okay, like I didn't get that far into it, but my gears were turning, okay? And man, another customer was walking in. That conversation had to just come to a full stop. But please, I'm asking anybody that's watching, and again, it's like, I'm sorry, I'm multitasking. This is some OCD I just invented. I didn't change the description of the video, and I'm sorry about that. I need to do that. I don't even think I changed the damn title. But, yeah. If you have heard of such a thing, you can get the vaccine out of your body, and masturbation happens to be a part of that process, please let me know in the chat right now, because I'm dying to know. Dying to know. Let me see. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Global Watchman News. By the way, Global Watchman News is a fantastic channel, one that I would consider to be out of the box for one such as I. But there are many of you that I believe truly, with my heart of hearts, you would appreciate it. Check them out, Global Watchman News. Okay. Matter of fact, Lori, please feel free to mod me on your end. I'm gonna add you as a mod. Summer, yeah, Schmeckel. Okay, hey, I wear the Jewish star so I can say terms like Schmeckel. Okay, it's what we do here. You got the half Jewish, but I'm not born of a Jewish mother, and I wear it out of honor for my father's heritage. Okay, yeah, all right, Schmeckel. So let me see some of the responses. That would do nothing to remove. Thank you. No. Okay. Oh, hey, what's up, Wing Zero? It's good to see you. I'm looking. I wonder how that works. White Dragon is asking the important questions. Ladies, how would that work? This is gonna. The advertisers are not gonna appreciate this video. So, is is squirting a myth? Can the ladies just kind of, urinate it out, but during the throes of passion? Is that how it works? Or see, not all of you will get this reference. Yin Yang Twins, okay? This is graphic content. Viewer discretion advised. She's leaking, soaking wet, shaking like a salt shaker. So maybe if this is so. I'm sorry, this is perverted. Maybe if the ladies get excited enough, we'll leave it there. It will secrete vaccine juices, and it will eventually expel from your body. But be careful, to the fellas that are unvaccinated, you might catch the vaccine in the events of romance. Okay? Now you know. But yeah, no, legit. Okay? So this guy, he is subscribed. Dude, I will give you I'll give you $40, $50 if you're watching tonight and you just comment in the damn chat. All right? Give me your permission. He wants to be on the show. I say this is the guy we bring on the show. Okay? So that's the one funny story. At least I remember I got the title. I just did not change the description. Now I'm going to share something that will require a bit of a breakdown. And wouldn't you know it, let me get this, the breakdown camera. There's, fractals, all trippy like. Okay. All right, so check it out. Hear me out. This is going to be, I'm bad at things. Okay. That was Facebook. So, what I want to share is earlier this morning, I found a video. It was suggested to me. It was a really, really smart Asian man. He looked young, but yeah, he had to be maybe in his 20s, college student. And he had a very interesting video, a title. It compelled me to click and to watch, all right? And I didn't know what to expect. He had a collection of, and my intention was to find it, but wouldn't you know, I can't find it. Tell me if that's not by design or not. So I had to write down some of the talking points and find at least one video, because he had a collaboration of TikTok videos. So this is a minority, I suppose, right? Discussing and explaining to us how this day and age, modern day, this video was only made 6 days ago. It had 1 million views. 6 days ago, 1 million views. Dude had like 300 some odd thousand subscribers, and I just can't find it. All right. But it was very interesting. So the title was, all right, and remember, controversial. And let me add, I don't have a dog in this fight. I always seek just the consensus. I deliver, you decide. The title of the video that was very, very compelling was the growing acceptance and trend of people being racist towards white people. So I was intrigued, okay? And I don't know I'm a mutt, all right? I'm the Jubian prince, all right? Colombian, Jewish, white, palate passing looking, whatever. I'm the white Zinfandel of Spanish. So he did play some videos, and that's what I wrote. I wanted to talk about this. Now, I know this is an uncomfortable topic, but, just the dude dedicated his 30-minute video to make a very concise, I don't know, debate, or at least just offer the context. And I wish I had the footage. So there was one video which had this one was an Asian woman gleefully, proudly telling her TikTok audience that the white race is going to be bred out. Uh, Basically, white folks will be extinct because they're being taken over. And she started to go into the statistics. She was like, "It only takes 2 generations, honey. Then there'll be no more blonde-haired, blue-eyed white people." So that was pretty shocking. And then there was the other video. Okay, this one was pretty exciting. All right, so there was this collaboration of videos was a mixture of Asian and Black or African American people telling the world, telling their TikTok followers, why white people are deplorable, or you make of this. Like, all right, so this one was an Asian woman, and she was saying, "Listen, all right, in your circle of friends, if you decide to bring your white friend," I got to do a full screen for this one, and this is real deal. Okay, I wish I could find the video again. I did find at least something somewhat acceptable for the topic at hand. She was like, look, if you and your friends in your circle are going to go meet up somewhere, you need to get permission from everybody to make sure it's okay to bring your white friend with you, because sometimes you just I don't feel like dealing with the whiteness. The white Okay, so, and juxtaposed to like me just spending 10 minutes before I went live, watching a woman in Canada explain as educationally as possible how reverse racism or people being racist against white people does not exist. Look, remember, I'm here for the consistency, and I speak so I can see what other people's opinions are. Okay, you can't tell me reverse racism doesn't exist. I think racism takes many forms and can be used towards anyone. Okay, I lost one friend of years because I would not concede of the opinion. This is when I was a liberal. I would not concede and say, yeah, no, I don't believe you can't be racist towards a white person. She stopped being friends with me over that opinion. Thanks for that, old friend Diana from like 20 years ago. One of the videos, this is so cringy, and this one, I don't understand. I'm not offended, but I don't understand. This was a young white male on his TikTok, and he added a meme, and he was drinking tea, and he was not trolling. He was dead serious. He's like, yeah, I hate that I'm white, and that's what makes me one of the cool ones, though. Dude was sincerious. Let me see, because I tried to take notes of all of this. Like I hope this does not create confusion, division, or anger. I just can't compute some of the things that I run into on the World Wide Web. Okay, it's a magical place, but I can't deny this. All right, even at the end of Stuck in the Middle, I started seeing some things that I was identifying. I don't know at the time that I would have coined it as like people being racist against whites or something, but I don't know. I remember when we would play BLM videos, and that we played one example. Oh boy, I promise to never get political on this shit. We played one example of BLM ganging up on an actual woman of what was it? Was it a white? Was it of color? Yeah, no, it was just I think a Spanish woman just trying to eat at a restaurant, and they grouped up on her because she would not throw up the fist of the people, or whatever it is. I apologize for not recalling. And they were getting they were harassing and getting pretty damn aggressive. And what would be so amazing to me is my liberal friends would, and this is not a, I'm not trying to throw shade on anybody that thinks in any sort of way, but they would deny it even when they saw it. That's cherry picking. That's selective. Like, I need to protect my narrative, kind of crap. And I just remember it started with first demonizing Republicans and the MAGA base entirely, and somehow it just kept going and going to the point where um, it was always white people, and one of these videos, this woman, this was a African American woman, calling calling white people cotton swabs and the Mayo faces and stuff like that, and this was all this deemed cool, acceptable, and non-racist, I suppose. Oh, this was amazing. Okay, in in one of the states where looting was pretty bad, this one was an African American female speaking about how this is the best I can quote it from memory. White people cannot, do not have permission to feel any kind of way or make any comments or get upset at watching people of color loot. They're not allowed to get mad at people grabbing necessities, and she made sure to point out, and yes, TV is a necessity, thank you. And she also said, white people are the original thieves. They stole everything they ever had or have currently. White people stole the land, the atrocities of the Native Americans, and so thusly, a white person cannot and has zero right to point out any sort of immorality or injustice. So I guess in the future, if you happen to see somebody not white robbing something, someone, or a place, just remember your ancestors somewhere way down the line did something that, or maybe did something, and because of that, you lost your voice. Now, I'm not a fan of advocating for taking voices away. And this is crazy. All these videos were all sourced from TikTok. I don't have the time. I'm not a fan of TikTok for international reasons. I don't like China and what they're doing. They're buying plots of land all around American bases right now, which is just absolutely dumbfounding. I shared an article on one of my most recent community posts. But yeah, I mean, what say you? I just wanted to know, and I'm sure we've all kind of been feeling like this trend. It has become popular. The white guilt thing. Oh, the video I originally wanted to cite was Josh and I played. This one was cringy. I don't know if this was BLM activities or Antifa activities, but it was a community of African Americans of various ages, and there were young white teenagers crawling on the grass and acting like dogs and being subservient and apologizing. It's still up there on the Stuck in the Middle, youtube.com, so Stuck in the Middle. There's such a cavalcade of gems that Josh found throughout those years. But I remember like seeing that. I just failed to see the value. Like, I'd love to have this conversation on a broader spectrum with all minorities and people involved to help me understand how that is helpful. I mean, humiliating younger people, and if they do have guilt in their hearts, maybe to some of these people that would be a step in the right direction of self-reflection. But what is it doing in the long run? Trust me, I am the last person that ever thought I would be talking about this. And so I promised I got at least one video. Because I swear, look, a video with 1 million views from 6 days ago with over 300,000 subscribers. I cannot remember the Asian kid or man's name, so I can't find it. I tried Google, I tried YouTube, and I searched in every possible way. I can't find the video. So I was just able to find one. Everything else is um, about white people being racist, no matter how I type it. So here we go. Let me do this right once more. Breakdown camera. This is probably the only, excuse me, content outside of my own original rantings that I'll be showing. This might be old news, and this was also covered on Stuck in the Middle. I remember when Josh played it. So check this out. This should paint a picture. I forget the full context, but this woman went to an actual, I want to say classroom. I can get corrected pretty quickly. But here it is. Here we go. This lady is, she ain't going there to make lemonade. She's there to drop some truth bombs, okay?
All white people are racist.
Wait. How's that audio? I hope you heard that gem right there, okay? All white people are racist. And then I found from The Root on YouTube why it's inappropriate to say not all white people. Why all lives matter is like a cardinal sin. So I'm sorry if the audio is not at its greatest. It's the best I can do.
All white people are racist. So I put this up because I really want any white person in the room to know up front that this is what we're dealing with. That if
She's got a little PayPal me under her all white people are racist presentation.
it's not going to be this coddling of white tears and what that looks like, we're not going to discuss, oh, maybe some of us have worked it out. No, you're always going to be racist, actually. So even when you're on your path to trying to figure out how to be a
Look, do you see some of these comments? You're beautiful and brave, and also unspecified podcast and review. Thank you for being here. Please, if y'all haven't had the chance, mods, feel free to drop the plugs for anybody that's in here with the channel. We're about building one another up.
figure out how to be a better human being.
Okay, wait. I did want to
Figure out
see.
how to be a better
Damn it. Okay, how to be a better human being. Acknowledge that you're racist. You're a demon. You big, beautiful, brave human. I'm so glad you let us see a glimpse of your work. The the PayPal snatched me. Okay, please tell me that's some sarcasm. And there is something else I just recalled, but oh nope, I just had a Biden. Okay, I hope the audio is okay. Yet again, I could put it closer to the speaker.
We're on your path to trying to figure out how to be a better human being, because I believe that white people are born
All right, this ain't a college course.
into not being human.
Whoa,
But
whoa,
that
whoa, whoa,
actually,
whoa.
I believe that white people are born into not being human.
White people are born into not being human. What is the what is the foundation that there is being built here? So white people are supposed to be looked at as less than human? Is it a ploy to try to get the oppressors to feel like second class citizens? Is it a revenge ploy? I don't. So white people are not human. Wow, like they got no souls. Okay, they're not human. What does this say? I love you. I don't say that enough. I love your courage. Oh my God. So if you get up in front of a class full of a bunch of people of the color in question and just say y'all are racist, put your PayPal up and get ready for the accolades to come a rolling in. I can't believe it. I love your courage, your boldness. This is like Lizzo getting body positivity awards. Your I don't give a fuck attitude, just all of it. You're one of my superheroes. Number two, what is the responses, feedback you receive when you're in space with white people and speaking to them in these workshops? So I guess she travels the country with her PayPal and just tells white people they're not human. Word.
Like that actually, instead of people of color and black folks being dehumanized, that actually everyone is dehumanized on threat within white supremacy. That y'all are born into a life to not be human, and that's what y'all are taught to do, to be demons. So
She's saying that all white people are. So do I fall? See, I need to understand the whole hierarchy here. I'm white passing, but technically Colombian, Jewish. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. Um. So am I not human because I pass? Like I'm a little too bright or something on the skin tone, or too dark. I don't know. But you're teaching people that they're subhuman, that they're less than human. They're born into it, and it's inescapable. I can't believe this is funded.
In this particular way, white people are all racist. So I just want y'all to know that up front.
Whew. Okay, that was a little heavy. No, 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 no. I'm not ready for Greta Thunberg today. Um, and now let me see. God, I want to find that video so bad. I just could not. So yeah, let me see some of the comments for the. And I know this is controversial stuff. I promise you, I never thought I would be the guy bringing this to the forefront. Oh, and there was something else, an article, but it's completely off topic here. So let's see. Being human is totally overrated. I've seen a dinner setting that has work. Okay, word. Yeah, thank you. And please, again, visit. They're far more epic than I. Okay, unspecified podcast and review. They are the ish. What's up, Forging? Dude, I'm really glad to see you, man. Okay, he's already come in the clutch. The most abused and mistreated thing in her video are those spandex. Yes, we saw the fupa, the moose knuckle, the holy trinity of all things. Yeti? Sasquatchy? Okay. Uh, so view playlist. This was... I really, really tried, guys. Like, I went on Google... could not find the original video with the TikTok videos that I have already cited. Let me see if I can find anything that won't get me kicked. And then I'm going to move on to an article with an overreaching message about just please be careful about what the hell you're letting your kids get into on TikTok, social media, the internet. I don't have children of my own. I just love my niece and nephew with all my heart. And they are old enough, where they can use the internet. But I don't think I would let a child of mine get on the internet until they were damn near 18 years old. I don't even know, because we've seen some horrors here, and YouTube is just the surface. All right, so what do we got? Kneeling. Well, oh, is this actually? This might be a clip. This. I'm sorry that I am going to be tapping into Fox News, mainstream outlet, and all that. I don't see the CC in gray here. But the video I spoke of that... apologies. Let me turn that volume down. Of the white kids kneeling and crawling like dogs. Let's see if this is what I was referring to.
Good evening and welcome to Tucker Carlson tonight. For many of us, this is...
Okay, jump along.
You don't know that either. If you're grieving for America tonight, you are not alone. Millions feel the same way you do. So many of our leaders, by contrast, are not grieving. They seem exhilarated.
Why are Americans surrendering to violent mobs? Because they've been told to. Okay, this might show a couple of videos I spoke about.
Anarchy. They see chaos instead as an opportunity, a chance to solidify their control, to increase their market share, to win elections. They have no interest in talking about the details of what is actually happening out there on our streets. In fact, they're hiding those details. They're demanding that you forget what you saw. Don't forget it. Remember all of it, every bit, because it's proof of who they are. This is who they are.
Let me see.
Whoa!
Remember, if you're too white, you can't have an opinion on any of this, okay? I mean, that's just what we learned. Kind of jumped into this with not much context here. Yeah, no, that disturbs the hell out of me. And you know what? We recognize, I think, where this is from. And this is not what I thought was going to be played, by the way. I apologize, audience. I don't have it in me to just want to watch more disturbing, just people doing this. And maybe it won't make much sense with the next topic that I had in mind. I gave it a shot. It's just really sad that the original video, where it was professionally presented and the perfect compilation from TikTok of all places, I just can't find it. And that's on the algorithm. I can find every example of white people going on racist diatribes and rants. I cannot find anything which would show that there is perhaps a trend of it being fashionable to be racist towards white folk. So that being said, I'm going to jump into something. This one also, one little fair warning, okay? Disturbing. No video, but these stupid trends, okay? These trends on TikTok, on social media. Look, ice bucket challenge, I guess it's stupid, but I guess, hey, it makes you feel better, good. Oh, kumbaya, fantastic. All right, this right here, the idiocy of these challenges, really, like, tinfoil hat being on and everything. I'm starting to wonder, is there some nefarious villain sitting somewhere funded by some think tank? Like, how can we get the younger people to do this, that, and the other, or even, God forbid, put themselves in a situation that could threaten their very lives? Now, this little fiasco, that's a heartbreaking title, is just know these are what kids are considering trends. Okay, this is in Argentina. That is the 12-year-old that is no longer with us because there was a challenge that was going viral, which essentially was, well, I'll read. Argentinian authorities are investigating after a 12-year-old child reportedly hung herself on a video call with her classmates on Friday, inspired by a viral challenge circulating on the social media app TikTok. Milagros Soto, who lived in the Santa Fe town, Capitan Bermudez, was discovered unalived in her room on Friday, according to an autopsy obtained by Argentinian newspaper El Litoral. We are inconsolable because we gave her so much love, said Soto's aunt, Laura Luque, according to the New York Post, adding that the young girl was bullied in school over her blonde hair. Over her blonde hair? What? Okay, all right, let me think about this. Argentina, sorry, predominantly Hispanic. A lot of, typically brunettes, I guess. Why the blonde hair? I see like a smidge of irony, like one of the quotes from one of the TikTokers and hate mongers, I don't care how you slice it, making it, cool and talking about outbreeding the white people, and not having any blonde hair, blue eyed people in existence anymore. And all of a sudden she's bullied about her blonde hair. It's beautiful blonde hair. What's the problem here? Okay. Anyway, I believe someone encouraged her to do it. Soto, who had allegedly attempted the band blackout stunt at least twice before, is among dozens of children to expire from the challenge, the majority of whom were aged 12 or under. TikTok, man. How can TikTok, all right, TikTok is owned by China, correct? How do we have any sort of accountability at watching what trends end up, cutting the mustard and passing through and exposing, getting to the children that are vulnerable, gullible enough to try something, and then it just starts to compound. I don't, and it gets me all in my conspiratorial mindset, thinking about like Operation Mockingbird and all that stuff and controlling the masses. Here's one way to do it: influencing the most youngest and vulnerable minds. TikTok, which has faced several lawsuits from bereaved parents over its platforming of the deadly act, has claimed little responsibility. There's some Spanish there that I can't read. And the reoccurring theme I wish to nail home is, I know the analytics of the people that watch this channel, and I would assume many of you are parents. Please, please go out of your way to ensure what your children are looking at, what they find themselves falling into and or trying. All right, the blacking yourself out. She ended up. Why would you, hang yourself? And there was something called California Dreamers back in the day, I guess, like 10 years ago. You go down, you hyperventilate, and you pass yourself out. I think it's plenty stupid, but going as far as putting rope around your neck, I mean, just please be careful. The internet is no place for a child. I'm convinced of that. And to know that these things trend and go so far as to getting to where they get and we lose people over it, it just breaks my heart. So, it's a cliche, overused, dead horse line, but please, with everything in your capacity, monitor and learn, enable every parental control, and don't let your child put themselves in any sort of risk for any stupid trend or challenge. The shit is ridiculous. We've had enough of it. All right. The deep web is just the bare minimum surface. YouTube, you think it's bad up in here. It's time to go see the forums, your Reddit, your 4chan, and all that stuff where people truly have their anonymity. And if you want to see the underbelly of the beast, go there. I dare you. Go ahead and look up the acronym RECT on 4chan if you want to see the very darkness that the internet or humanity, which I'm starting to conflate, and I want to psychoanalyze. I want to fully understand why the bad in man seems to be microphoned and amplified through the internet. Is it because we feel so much more emboldened when we believe ourselves to be anonymous, therefore untouchable? That's why I have a lot of reservations about how people decide to use, either their namesake because they have a lot of subs and getting people or trolls to do things. Just there's doxing and swatting and all these things. They scare me, and harassing families and getting people in trouble with their jobs, and it's disgusting. And I look to where I find the most disturbing behavior from mankind, and I'm just trying to get a grasp on it without turning into a monster myself. With that, family, thank you. This was very kind of last minute. And I want to thank Queen Survivor for being one of the most dedicated, kind-hearted individuals, supporters, and somebody that I'm so honored to know. Thank you, Queen. You single-handedly almost ensure that I'm able to do this. Independent Many, thank you for being an OG ride or die from day one, and it was awesome to be able to see you on your panel. Bog Hag, you will be seeing swamps, my lady. I assure you, I'm already making the plans. I'm gonna get me an airboat, and we gonna see some swamp in the Everglades. Oh yeah, by the way, at work today, I think I'm gonna roughly count, over 20 some odd helicopters passed over my job. The windows were shaking. It sounded like they were on top of the roof. They were all heading towards the Everglades, and every helicopter was, it's nighttime. It's really hard to make out, but they were all black. So me and my buddy were speculating, is this some kind of op? Like, what's going on? Who knows, right? Speculation is dangerous. You go all over the place. But at least 20. And there was 8 in formation, one after another. It was incredible. I wish I was able to run from outside the store, from behind the counter, and film it all. But, yeah, anyway, just WTF. I wanted to mention that. I'm going to look that up, see what the hell. Was there some kind of operation? Is there a fire? Who the hell knows? But with that, okay. Once again, many thanks. What's up, Third Eye Reactions? You, my friend, you reached out to some capacity. I don't know if it was via email in the comment. You're interested in sharing your story or a story, you are more than welcome. My next panel, if you want to work out details, scheduling, feel free to utilize my email, progressivepatriot44 at gmail.com. Just the name as it is spelled with 44 at the end at gmail.com. We'll work out the details. Let's get you up here and let you share your story, man, because it sounds like you've been through it. All right, always more to come. Thank you, family. And Unspecified Podcast and Review, thank you for utilizing your time here. Keeks, Just Me Joy, Maxwell, very formal. I'm gonna go now, okay? It's bye-bye time. I gotta have the other part of my dinner now. Good night. Shabbat shalom. Jello.